How does it feel to be in the semifinals, and how do you think you played today?
Yeah, it feels really good. I'm super excited for it. I think overall I played really well. I try to, handle the nerves. I knew it was obviously nerves coming into this match, and I think I did a really good job handling myself.
Sonia, it was not an over-the-top celebration from you on
Yeah,
match point.
compared to fourth round.
Compared to fourth round, compared to third round,
Yes,
compared to
yes.
second round.
Yeah.
But I mean, what was going through your mind there, and how has your mindset changed at all now that you're this deep into a tournament?
Yeah, of course. Like you said, celebration-wise wasn't as dramatic as like the previous ones, but of course it was even more happier. I guess I don't know. I just handle myself better overall. But yeah, I feel like I'm playing really well. Of course, it's really different being second week and in a semi. So obviously playing with more confidence, and I really feel like I can do well.
When you go into a match, you've on paper are a favorite, and it's your first Grand Slam quarterfinal. I mean, does that make your mindset any different?
A little bit, of course. Yeah, I mean, haven't experienced being in the quarterfinals, so I try to somehow handle my nerves. And I mean, I kind of assume, like you said, that I was the favorite, so I try not to let that get in my head and just play point by point. She's a really tough player. I knew she's going to come out playing strong. She's had really good matches, good wins. So yeah, it wasn't an easy one. It wasn't an easy battle. So I'll respect to her.
Congratulations. I just want to ask you a little bit about your earlier life. I understood that you left Russia for New York at a very, very young age. What was the story with that? I mean, with a few $100s is what I read. Is that correct?
I mean, I was born in Russia. My parents moved to America so I can have the American dream. So I'm just not aware of what happened. They gave me an American dream. I'm proud of it and just thankful for them.
Congratulations. The prospect of potentially playing not only the world number one in the semis, but also someone in front of our home crowd.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match either way, but according to the result, for now it's Ash. So, yeah, I mean, I've played her a few times and know her game pretty well, and yeah, it's going to be a good match. I'm excited. Of course, she's playing at her home, so it's a little bit different, but, I've made a lot of new fans, so hopefully I'll get some support and, have a good match.
What have you made of the Australian fans so far?
I love them. They keep supporting me. I mean, I love the atmosphere they bring out. It's a really different atmosphere, and I love playing in front of them.
Sonia, I saw Dinara Safina was in your
Yes.
box. I'm curious how that came about. How well do you know her? And obviously she's someone who made the finals here.
Yeah.
Are you getting any tips from her?
No, I mean, I've seen her around and stuff. Where I follow her on Instagram, she follows me. We text and stuff. So I just asked her if she wants to come, and she said she would love to come. So I mean, it's obviously a privilege to have her in my box, and of course I know all the accomplishments she's had. So yeah, I mean, she's happy. I'm happy. So.
Sonia, how does it feel being left the North American woman?
It's exciting. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm happy. I'm, doing this for myself. I'm trying not to think about, the last American, but of course it's an honor, it's a privilege, and I'm happy to be where I am.
Could you just take a moment and just talk about your recent rise? It's been incredible, but also a little bit more steady than some of the others, and it's just extraordinary. Could you just talk about how you've emerged?
Well, I feel like all the match plays I've had has helped me. Of course, like you said, I'm rising, so I'm just trying to somehow keep my game stable, just play with stability and just play each match, one match at a time. And of course, I'm really happy. I've, of course, worked really hard to get to where I am. I've done really hard preseason, and I knew that it's going to help me and it's going to pay off. So thank God it's paying off here.
Assuming you do play Ashley in the next round, Sofia, can you think of anything previous in your career where you've played someone so big, on such a big stage perhaps, in front of their home fans?
I mean, I've played Ash a few times. I don't know who I've played. I mean, I've played a lot of big names, but I don't think I've played anyone big in their home crowd. So it's going to be a different atmosphere, obviously, but it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. So.
Fed Cup seemed to bring out the best of you when we were in the final.
Yes.
And I'm curious if that kind of atmosphere maybe could be useful. And then also, second question, if it's Petra, what would it be like playing her?
Petra, I mean, big serve. She's got a really big game, aggressive game. I've played her last time in Madrid, so of course she played well, but I'm going to use what I did wrong there, and hopefully I can do it a bit better. And Fed Cup wise, yes, I think it's definitely helped me. The atmosphere there is really different, and I think it's really helped me, get used to all of this, get used to all of the fans screaming all the time, and just feeling more comfortable with it.
Sonia, after the big year that you had last year, I'm curious, what kind of conversations did you have with your dad to kind of make sure that you can keep rising and not, there's sometimes the sophomore slump, all of that, and then it's the first month of the year and you're already in the semis of the slam. So I'm wondering just what conversations did you have, and did you expect to do so well so early in the year?
I mean, we were trying to take one match at a time. We really don't really have conversations like let's do well every tournament. Obviously, anything can happen on any given day, but I'm doing the best I can to keep everything stable. He's helping me, making sure that I'm in check every practice. So that obviously starts from practice because it transitions to the court. But yeah, I mean, we're obviously both happy with this result, and I'm trying to play more stable. I'm trying to have stable results, and it's paying off.
Sonia, I think when we spoke at the end of last year, you said that, especially given your results last year, that you were reflecting on everything and was like, oh, there were times where my ranking was low and people didn't believe in me, and it was just you and your kind of family and team believing that you could achieve results like this. I'm curious, do you have concrete examples of that, of kind of feeling as though the eyes started to go elsewhere, as opposed to backing you and really believing that you could accomplish what you've done here this week?
I mean, yeah, of course. Before, I mean, it was obviously different. I was just starting off, on the WTA tour, and like I said a few times, I really had to establish myself to show everyone who I am. But I think a big part for me, which got me here, is my family were there for me. I mean, it was obviously tough. Like I said, people didn't really believe in me and everything, but they believed in me, and especially my dad, since he's been with me through this incredible journey. So yeah, I think that's obviously helped me, and yeah, obviously now I can see that more people are, they know me, and it's a little bit different. So I'm happy for them.
Congratulations.
Thank
Did
you.
you see anything changing in the women's tennis recently? Because there are quite a few players like you that are not anymore so tall as it was in the past. I mean, you, Jabeur, Gaff, Barty, Zachary. How this happens? You think talent is prevailing on, big height, or?
I mean, honestly, I feel like anyone can play on any given day. It's nothing really to do with height. Sibylkova, I mean, she wasn't the tallest, but she's accomplished so much in her career. I just feel like we're just getting stronger. We're able to keep up with the big hitters, and I honestly don't think it matters the size.
For those who might just kind of starting watching you this week or this tournament, how would you describe your game, and what do you think your strengths are?
I'm very aggressive. I like to dictate and control the points. Strengths, I can't give you all because they're going to use it against me. So, yeah, I guess I could just say just aggressive, and, the fight in me, I've had that, and, yeah, I'm going to keep having that.
I'd like to hear a little bit more about your father, what he means to you in daily life, what he does with you, and the relationship, actually.
What was that? No, I mean, relationship, it's obviously different on court and off court, but off court we have a good relationship. We do everything normal, we just go restaurants, go sightseeing, sometimes go to museums and stuff like this. So, I mean, it's casual, it's a normal relationship. We obviously bond well and we work together well, so.
You just going back to one thing earlier, you're one of the most openly patriotic of the American players, and so I'm curious, being the last American woman here, trying to be the first American to win a Grand Slam on the women's side for a couple years, which is a long drought by our high standards in America. What would that mean to you to sort of have now all the American fans you're the gal right now?
I mean, it would be amazing, but I'm just gonna take it one match at a time. Whoever I play, of course, she's playing well, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But I mean, if you say it like that, if that happens, okay, I'm all in for that. I'll take it. But yeah, I mean, I think one match at a time, just to not overthink things.
And Sonia, I mean, how big, it's because your success on the tour level has been gradual and you've been getting the match wins and the confidence and things like that. But how big was the performance, not even just the win, but the performance you put together at Roland Garros last year in beating Serena in terms of making you believe that that level at the slams, the pressure, the stress, that you could handle and put in good performances at this level?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that was the first time I experienced getting to the second week, and obviously it felt really different. You know, it's not even, it's so much different. But yeah, I feel like that match really changed things. You know, I obviously saw that, you know, I can play on this level, I can play with the best. And of course, it just happens to be Serena, my idol. And yeah, it was a really exciting match. And I feel like after that, things took off.